Hi everybody, this is video 8. We are heading into the very last week of this session. So here we are on our table of contents for our D2L page, and we are all the way down here in the final unit. So let me show you what we're going to be working on this week. As it was for last week, you're not looking at any new material. This is really about completing, reflecting on and completing assignments related to what we've learned across the 8 weeks. So you have 2 assignments that you're going to be working on in this final week of the semester. The first is a discussion. It's going to be putting together a timeline for the next 3 years. So, we've talked all semester about different ways to think about planning your next steps and also your longer term steps. So this final discussion will be really kind of mapping out what specifically, based on everything you've talked about or thought about in these 8 weeks, what specifically you're planning to do in these coming 3 years. The other assignment, or the other thing I'll be working on is an assignment 7, so the last assignment for the term. And this is going to be contributing to a wiki with career planning advice that is shared across students from multiple times of this course being taught. So I'm going to show you what that means. So let's click on the assignment, and you'll see that there's a handout. And really what you need to do to accomplish this assignment is just follow the directions on the handout. So let us open it. Okay. So this is our instructions for how to contribute to the wiki. So here, let me make it bigger. So you'll see that I give you a link to our 311 Careers Wiki. It'll take you to this. This is just a simple Google site. It's very easy to add things to it. So as it says in the instructions, you're going to come here, and what you'll see is that the way this thing is designed is that there are a series of sub-pages that you can contribute to. Identifying your interests and abilities, researching and choosing a career path, resumes and cover letters, graduate school, volunteering and internships, and networking, which I'm sure you notice are the themes we've covered in the course, okay? So what I'm asking you to do is to add to any 3 of these pages, right? You can see the tabs for them across here. Add your own comment to any 3 of those and respond to any 3 comments or posts by other students. In terms of what you add to the wiki, it can be something you've already worked on in class. If you already wrote up a plan or, read or learned something important about, how to format a resume, it can be something like that. So it doesn't have to be brand new material, but it can also be, a link to something, an image. Again, read the handout carefully because it gives you lots of options. So what the other thing that the handout describes is how you actually add stuff. So if you go to, say, this page, get my head out of the way here. Really all you need to do is use this insert area over here on the right hand side, okay? So if you click on insert, wherever you put your cursor, you can put in a text box, which is something like this, where you're just going to type into a pane. You can embed a link if you want to say, hey, I found this cool article about resumes or about, career ideas. You can embed a link. You can add an image, right, if there's something that you want to do that way. So again, you're just going to go to insert, pick whichever thing you want, and then add it to that page. If you want to comment on somebody else's post, like say I want to respond to this post here, the easiest way to do that is to use the text box. You can just make a text box right next to or right under that person's post and type in what you want to say, okay? So it's very straightforward. You can, when you're done with your posts, hit publish, but I will also be going in and hitting publish as people put stuff in. That just updates it so other people can see what you've added, all right? So again, I hope you find it pretty straightforward and sort of fun to do. You see all these comments already on here. These are from students who have taken this course over the last several years. So also, please read through these, right? The idea of the wiki is to have a space that's sort of a resource for Northeastern students as they're moving out of the university and into the world of jobs and graduate school and whatever else. So please take advantage of it. Read stuff, see if there's anything interesting and useful to you, and also contribute to this community of sharing ideas by posting your own ideas and your own information. Okay, so again, read the handout very carefully. It has all the instructions and parameters. One thing I will underline, it's in the handout, but I will underline it. Please sign your name to your post so that I can give you credit for it, right? So if you don't put a name on it, I'm not going to be able to tell who did it. So please, as you'll see with other folks doing it, right, add your name at the bottom, okay? Or anywhere in there, right? Just make sure it's clear who actually contributed that piece of information. All right, have fun, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.